Hi, it's Paul here at Transport Vlog, and if you look behind me you can see some vintage train carriages. So where am I? I'm at a place called Krinklewood Cottages in Pullman in the Hunter Valley, and for the next 2 nights I'm going to be sleeping in a train carriage. Let's take a look. The Krinklewood train carriages are in the Hunter Valley and they're about 13 kilometres from Cessnock. The nearest railway line to the north is the line to Singleton and Scone, which you can see in grey on this map. And you can also see the freight only line that goes through Curry to the south. The nearest station is Branxton, that's 13.5 kilometres away, so car is really the best option for getting here. There are currently 5 train carriages that you can stay in. These are the Victorian, the Royal, which is the one that we stayed in, Safari, Orient and Chardonnay. There's another one being renovated and I'll show you that one too. So this is the Royal. And this is the carriage that myself and my wife stayed in for 2 nights during the Easter break of 2021. This carriage is an R-type with the code HR. It was built between 1931 and 1946. The actual carriage number is not known, but it was part of set 102. This end of the carriage was used for storing bags and suitcases. Notice the stained glass windows, you'll see those from the inside in a moment. So what was the baggage area is now the bedroom, as you can see here. It's been finished with rosewood walls. Notice what looks like the original doors coming into view now. This is the same entrance door now on the left. So this is looking now from the bedroom now towards the living area, which we're going through now. The entrance is on the right out of view. I'll show you that in a moment. Notice the original windows. Apparently the original crown lights have been restored. I'm not sure if this is referring to the little lights you can see here above the windows. If you know, do let me know in the comments. Now looking back towards the bedroom, and you can see the entrance on the left. Here is a closer look at the windows. Do you remember these window catches? Let me know in the comments. Now this carriage, as most carriages were at the time, would have had compartments, and this wall represents where the compartments would have been, and this one has been converted into a kitchen. Now continuing down the corridor, and on the left, where another compartment would have been, is the bathroom. With a lovely bath. And shower as well. What do you find at the end of a train carriage? Yes, the toilet, complete with the original signing. And let's take a look inside. The toilet area has been designed to be as close to the original as possible. And as you can see, they've done a very good job of doing that. Now getting up close and personal to the bogies. I believe these are the original 2 AM bogies. You can see the springs quite clearly here. This is the Orient. This is also an R-type carriage. The code is RBR and the number is 1047. This was part of set 101. At this time, carriages were often designed to have one entrance in the middle rather than 2 entrances at either side. The Orient really retains the original corridor design, as you can see here. Like the Royal, it has also been finished with rosewood walls. According to their website, this rosewood timber originally came from the new Parliament House. It also features Jarrah furniture that was made by a top marine cabinet maker. In this carriage, the kitchen and the living area are combined. Most, if not all, of these carriages have some kind of outdoor space, as you can see here. From here you can see the Royal carriage, which is the one that we were staying in. And to the right of that is the safari carriage. There's a barbecue on the deck too. The door to one of the bedrooms is just here on the right. Now walking back towards the carriage entrance, and at this point the corridor switches to the opposite side of the carriage. As we go into the first bedroom, notice the original carriage seats here. And here's the bed. Unlike the Royal, this has 2 bedrooms, so can sleep 4 people. And here's the bathroom, which includes a bath and a shower. And at the end of the carriage, the toilet. And just like the Royal, is as close to the original as possible. Now walking back to the carriage exit. And here is the Orient carriage from the outside. I believe it has the original 2AA bogies. All the geeky details came from a spreadsheet that Brian Ayling created. I'll put a link to it in the description below. This is an old Pullman carriage that dates back to the 1890s, which is currently being renovated and restored. The code is AL or DC and the number is 1039. Let's take a look inside. This one seems to have a more traditional toilet. On the right looks like where the kitchen could go. A bathroom and or a bedroom may go here where the corridor is. Notice all the cables for the electrical wiring. And doors have been added on the left, that will probably be the entrance. The Victorian is an S-type carriage, the code is FS and the number is 2120. It was built in 1935. The entrance to the Victorian is also in the middle and this leads down a corridor, as you can see here. And this leads now into the main living area with a kitchen just here. The living area is quite large and it needs to be because this carriage can actually accommodate 8 people. The living area opens to a really large deck which has some nice pond views, as you can see here. The living area has an open fire. You can see it here on the right just behind this chair. And notice the clock above the windows with Roman numerals. And here is the bathroom. The Victorian has 4 bedrooms, 2 doubles and 2 singles. Here's one with 2 single beds in. Now these were taken on the day where the guests had just checked out, so hence the messy beds. Another bedroom with 2 single beds in. And then here is the master bedroom. Which has its own ensuite, as you can see here. The Safari is an MFE type carriage. The number is 1901 and it was built in 1927. As the name suggests, the Safari has an African theme to it. Notice the leopard spots on the pillowcases in this double room. This was all filmed at the end of the Easter weekend, hence these people have just checked out too, and again you can see the beds are not made, but you get the idea. This one has 2 single beds. Again, the Safari retains the very traditional corridor. Here's another bedroom with 2 single beds. There are 4 bedrooms in total, so 2 with 2 single beds and 2 with double beds. Here's the last bedroom here. And as we continue down the corridor, here's the bathroom. And as you can probably guess, the toilet is right at the end again, although this toilet is on the opposite side. Apparently some guests comment on how small the toilets are, but I think these guests forget that they're sleeping in a traditional train carriage. The Safari truly has a first-class kitchen. And here is the living area. Chardonnay has 2 carriages. The first one is a New South Wales Sputnik suburban carriage, number 3726. And the carriage on the left is an MCS type carriage. The number is 778. And it was built in 1927. The Sputniks are electric units and this one is a driving motor car. They were built between 1956 and 1960, and these trains, along with the other single-deck suburban trains, got the nickname Red Rattlers by Sydneysiders. Here is another view of the MCS type carriage. Notice that this one no longer has its bogies. I was unable to go inside the Chardonnay carriages as there were guests staying at the time. However, the 2 carriages can accommodate 10 people. So if you fancy the idea of sleeping in a train carriage and would like to find out more, then go to traincarriages.com.au. From here you can then view the different carriages. Let's go to Chardonnay. And on the left you can see a brief description and you can see some pictures here on the right. You can then send a message if you want to. You can even book now by clicking this button here. This will take you to check availability and things like that. Now the person that owns and runs this place is Marie, and Marie is a really lovely, welcoming, warm, friendly person, so she'll make you feel very much at home. And I want to thank Marie for letting me go inside a number of the carriages and film them for you, and also providing extra information that I was able to use as part of the narration for this video. So there you go, a bit of a different kind of video, this one. If you want to check out Krinklewood Cottages, I'll put a link to their website in the description below. But if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and do leave a comment below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.